A 651 area code. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Mariana Montbrion from Minnesota.
Well, I'm sorry. What's your first name?
Ariana.
Ariana. What's on your mind?
Hi. I was calling in. I have been listening for a while, but I never called in because I kind of have bad anxiety. But I am in 12th grade, and I just thought I'd give a short, maybe high school perspective on the topic of social justice and how I think the internet maybe lacks nuance on many of the issues.
I would love to hear that. And you're doing great.
Thank you so much. Anyways, so I'm in high school. I'm going to college soon, and I have seen this trend where it seems like people are either anti, as they'd say, social justice warrior, or they're really into it in many sites, like Twitter and Tumblr. And I just think that the extremism of, once again, what people call the social justice warrior movement, I don't know if that's an appropriate name, but that's what it's called, is actually proving to be rather ineffective for the progressive movement in general. I'd say that because I feel like when people overreact to certain things like that, it's not taken as seriously. For example, I'm half Mexican, and I've heard people saying, if you don't if you don't come from a Mexican heritage, you can be cooking Mexican food. It's not your culture. And I've asked my mom stuff before, like, okay, Mom, that guy's wearing a poncho. Do you care? And she's like, no, I don't. I'm Mexican. If people want to wear it, whatever. They can do whatever they want. It doesn't affect me. Then you go on the internet, and you see people talking about how offensive that is, how it's stereotyping. And I really don't think people mean bad things by it, but I really just think it's making others who aren't invested in that movement think everyone's an extremist and can't take any fun or a joke. And then you just get people very opposed talking about how they hate social justice and how everything we say is irrelevant. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say right now. I'm sorry.
Well, no, Ariana, I think that's a great point, and I appreciate your perspective. I mean, I think, the fact is that just about everything that this country has to offer, in terms of culture and, frankly, ideas, has been appropriated from a different culture, and so I mean, I think you're right to think that perspective is extreme. The only thing I would tell you, and I don't. It's really hard for someone my age to have a sense of like what the world looks like from someone who's your age. I mean, I have a 10-year-old daughter, so she's only in going into sixth grade, and to a certain extent, you had probably more of your life lived outside of the internet, or the use of the internet than my daughter will. And my son probably, will be on the internet from day one practically, despite my best attempts. But all I can say is that, there is a big world out there, and those people on both sides of it represent a very small corner of an even smaller, or I should say, of a small subset of that world. So I think you're right to feel like those people are extreme when they get that worried about the appropriation. But sometimes it's difficult to get a sense of perspective of just how much of a problem that is relative to other things. So, for instance, there was a story today about a billionaire who is funding lawsuits against Gawker and its associated websites because he doesn't like the coverage that he's been getting from them over the years. So he is finding plaintiffs to sue them in the hopes of shutting them down. That is a much greater threat, materially, substantially, than those people who are concerned about people, in some way adopting, the wearing a Mexican poncho. Those people exist, but their ability to ultimately impact our society is not nearly as threatening as one billionaire who's willing to say to a plaintiff, like, go ahead, go through this. I'll pay you and I'll bankroll the lawsuit because I want to get that media company shut down. That's a far greater threat. And, what you can do is both, get yourself in a position where you can almost like step outside of your direct experiences. And as you get, older and you go off to either college or into the world, you'll have more opportunity to see that, and then let other people know that, look, yes, there are people who get overly concerned about cultural appropriation and can get extreme about it, but them and the idea of safe spaces and trigger warnings being a threat to free speech, yeah, that's all well and good, but one guy with $1 billion who decides that he's going to shut down a couple of media outlets is a far greater threat to our freedoms and our freedom of speech than those people online who are, writing a Tumblr post about it. But I think your sense is right, and I think it was really you make your case very well. So no reason to be anxious.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.